Hey, you okay? How are we doing?
Thanks, Michael.
You okay, Adam?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Good. Get this rolling.
Hiya, you okay?
Okay, we'll start with Tim when you're ready.
Hi Michael, you okay?
Yeah, how you doing, Tim? You okay?
Yeah, good. Can you talk to us then about how the last 24 hours have played out for you? Has it all been a little bit of a whirlwind, and what's the plan now moving forward as you prepare to face Manchester United?
Yeah, sure. Last 24 hours yesterday, Victor, Angus, the board came up to Ellen Road to meet Jesse, and obviously you know what's gone on with Jesse, and it was a discussion that had to take place. But then after that, they pulled me and a few other staff members in to discuss how we get through this interim period in the short term with Manchester United away in a few hours' time or a day's time. So had meetings, and we pulled a plan together that we thought collectively was the best thing to do moving forward at the moment.
There will be 3 of you in the dugout at Old Trafford, so in practical terms, how will that work? Who will pick the team?
Yeah, it's a collective approach. We pick the team together. I think any staff team in the modern way picks a team together, and I'm in here doing the press, but we're all behind the scenes working really hard to put a team that we think is really competitive on the pitch to have a good go at Manchester United.
So Manchester United tomorrow night. Is that quite a daunting prospect, and is there much that you can change in such a short space of time?
I would say exciting prospect. It's Manchester United, and I think the players, obviously it's changed for players. They're professional players. I don't think any of us need to get any players for Manchester United at Old Trafford, but I think it's more of an exciting prospect, and we'll just do the best job we can do, really. Not daunting, but exciting, I would say.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Adam. You okay?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. Pretty mad 24 hours, I'm sure, for you. Michael, firstly, can you just tell us a bit about the other two? We know a bit about you because we do it with the 21s, but Michael Gallardo, and we don't know much about Chris Armas so far. So who's doing what, basically, and what are they about?
Yeah, so Chris has worked with Jesse and come in a couple of weeks ago. He's still new to the team. He's still new to getting to know the squad, but he's been around the Premier League before with Manchester United as well. So Chris is in there with the staff team, and Paco Gallardo was working with me with the under-21s as a development coach, and his experience with in Spain and Serie B team. So we've got a good staff team. We've got Marcus as a goalkeeping coach as well. So it will form as any other technical staff team will work, and we're looking positive.
Tactically, how do you approach this, though? Do you sort of continue with what Jesse was doing, or have you very much, between the three, you've got your own idea of how to set up tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's important that, we can't, we've got 24 hours. So, we've got one session this afternoon that we've prepared with the players. So some things will have to be the same, because there's no point, throwing the baby out of the bathwater in terms of changes. But I think a few little tweaks in maybe how we want to play, and maybe a few differences you might see. But fundamentally, we need to make sure that the players understand the match plan and the game plan that we want to deliver.
Do you feel there's a necessity to be on the front foot, knowing what the nature of this game is with regards to Leeds fans and Manchester United?
I don't think we can be passive, if that's the other answer. I don't think we can be passive but I think we also need to be pragmatic in where we're playing at Old Trafford against a really informed team.
What about who's fit and who isn't? Who have you got to select from, Michael?
So the usual sort of longer term injuries, I think you know about, and that's not changed. We've got a few bumps and bruises, but I don't really want to give that away at the minute till I know how we're looking after training.
And Michael, this is a temporary situation. At no point have they said to you, look, if this goes okay, you might be in the fray.
No, this is a temporary situation. I'm happy to support the club and look after the club in this moment of time while they work really hard to find a new head coach, and I'll go back to my old role once this is done. I'll just do the best job I can do.
Thanks.
Hi Michael, Damien from BLP. Just talk a little bit more about the time frame ahead. It's been a whirlwind clearly for you. I suppose personally, what's it been like?
I've been in a few jobs where changes happen quick, and I've been around clubs, and in my other roles I've seen change quite a lot. So I think in these moments it's about being calm, it's about being positive. It's been busy, I won't lie to you, it's been really busy. Last night was really busy, this morning was really busy, but it's exciting, and I think as coaches we enjoy challenges, and this is a good challenge for the players and for myself and for the technical team.
And have the owners given you any idea of what the time frame is, the schedule is for the weeks ahead?
No, I've left that with them. I think they're working really hard behind the scenes to come up with a solution, and they're really positive with that. But that's with them. I've got enough to do with the game.
Mark from TalkSport.
Hiya, man.
Hiya. What would you say the mood of the squad is like at the moment, given what's happened over the last 24, 48 hours?
Jesse was a good guy, and the team was working hard for Jesse. But they're used to change as professional football, and they're professional football athletes. And I think the mood is, I wouldn't say down, but the mood is okay. The mood is about, we've got to focus on Manchester United, we've got to be positive, and we've got to go after 3 points.
It's a tough environment you're going to think. Manchester United have won the last 13 at Old Trafford, so it's not going to be easy, is it?
I don't think anybody thinks it's going to be easy, but as long as we're competitive and we put a good show on and we put a good team on the pitch, that's the most we can ask for. And if we can do something and nick something, that'll be good.
Patrick Bamford coming for some criticism of his comments after the game at Nottingham Forest at the weekend. What do you make of his comments?
I think Pat was just being open about what he thought about the situation at the time and how he was playing the game, and thought he was a little bit isolated in that sense, but I don't think it was. I think it came from the heart. But yeah.
Joe?
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Joe.
In terms of what you're saying, you don't want to be passive and you want to be pragmatic at times tomorrow. What does that look like tactically?
So we'll set up a team that is competitive without the ball, and we'll try and be aggressive without the ball, and we'll set up a team that we think we can exploit their weaknesses. No doubt they'll do the same with us as well.
You're obviously saying that some elements will have to remain the same because of such a quick turnaround. Which sort of elements are you looking at maybe to tweak?
I think we've been really good without the ball. I think we've been, if you look at our goal differences, it's been good. So I think we've been good without the ball. We've been, really on the front foot and aggressive. And I think that's a positive thing that we can't change at the minute. Maybe a few tweaks here and there with how the team structure is, and maybe with the ball, that's what we're looking into.
Hi, Michael. Have you had a chance to speak to Jesse since the decision? Has he addressed the staff before he left?
Yeah, I saw Jesse before he left, and he spoke to all the staff before he left. Yeah.
Can you shed any light on what was said?
I think that's personal terms. It was good. It was nothing. Managers go through these situations, but no, it was good.
And you mentioned the mood in the camp there. I imagine you've had conversations with Liam and Luke, the senior players in the group. What feedback are they giving you off the back of this decision?
Let's get ready for Manchester United. Let's get ready for Manchester United. Let's train well. Let's do the best job we can do.
Have you had any indication yet, or has it been suggested to you that you might have Sunday's game as well, given that it's too quickly back to back?
I'm just getting through this first game with Manchester United in terms of time. Whatever happens between tomorrow and Sunday is up to the board. Thank you.
Michael, I'm led to believe you're quite friendly with Gareth Southgate.
I worked for Southgate. I know.
Yeah. Is he someone you could ring if you wanted to sort of ask him for advice on how to deal with a big occasion like what tomorrow will be?
Yeah, I've had loads of good messages. From lots of friends that said, if you want some advice in this situation, I'm happy for that. So I think along my journey of the last 25 years of coaching, I've made some good allies and good friends along the way. So I don't think that's. I've got lots of support network around me to.
But is Gareth someone you would be tempted to ring?
No, I don't think I'll ring Gav. He's busy enough.
When were you last at Old Trafford? Can you remember the last time you went to watch
I went
a game?
to watch the Under-18s Youth Cup final between Nottingham Forest and Man United, which was a great game.
Well, it'll be slightly different atmosphere.
It was slightly different. It was 68,000 there, so it was busy as well. But
Can I just ask you, were you surprised? I know football at this level is quite fickle, but were you surprised Jesse got sacked? Did you expect to be given more time to try and turn results around? Or
I think the situation is very hard for the club and for Jesse. Jesse did a great job. He tried to build a team and a way of playing, and ultimately, the board decided that we didn't think it was getting enough points, and it's a points-based industry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask how Chris could help, given he was at Manchester United very recently? How big an influence can he be this week?
Yeah, sure. We've got Chris and Ewan Sharp behind the scenes who work for Manchester United, so they've got a lot of insight into how it was and the players there and their attributes and their profiles. Obviously, the staff teams has changed there recently, so their manager will play in a different way. But we've got a good insight into certain things.
And obviously, you heard from Jesse yesterday, and it's a private conversation. But how was he? Like, was he sad? What was his mood?
I think everybody that has to leave a club when you want to do well is disappointed. You know, it would be the same with me, it'd be the same with any manager. So it's a bit disappointing time for Jesse, and I don't think we could expect any different of that. But he was very professional, and he was very caring for all the staff, and just said his goodbyes in a really professional and caring manner.
Hi Michael, Harry from ITV.
How you doing?
Just personally for you, going to Old Trafford, leading Leeds United against Manchester United, how much are you looking forward to that as a head coach yourself?
I think it's probably every coach's dream, right, to go and lead a team in the Premier League against Manchester United. I've been lucky enough to work hard and been lucky enough to be trusted by the board and Victor and Angus to lead the team out on Wednesday. But I'll be up for this as much as the players and as much as the other coaching staff will be. So it's very exciting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Michael.